Hey, what's poppin' Real 16 TVs? Cuz OP here back with another reaction. It's a little late at night, so I'm sorry if I'm whispering. Women with attachment issues are dating their sons and grooming their daughters. I had seen this video the other day, and the viral ways people always be showing me love, so I felt like it was fair that I react to one of their clips, because I haven't yet. So we're gonna react to what they got to say today. Screen recording starting in 3, 2, 1. Video playing now.
So how do y'all feel about women becoming empty nesters? When I mean by that, like when their kids is finally getting out, do you feel like it's really a thing for them to still have attachment issues to their children?
There's no such thing as a woman empty nester, and I'm gonna tell you why. Women who are empty nesters, if you notice, Monday through Sunday, they find an event to be at. They're gonna be at R&B Mondays, they're gonna be at Taco Tuesdays, they're gonna be at Wine Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Freaky Friday.
I don't know how true that is. I can't speak for everybody, but in the case of like the women in my family, I can't necessarily say that they out here looking for an event to be at every day, unless it's like an important business event. Cause I got some real business people, women in my family. So unless it's like a business event, like my Aunt Sherry only got dressed to go to the Black History Museum's like awards and stuff with my Uncle Henry, because that's where they work. So like I can't really say. But when I was younger, yeah, maybe in my maybe when my parents, aunts and all them were 30s, they did go out more, but they are a little bit older. But I can't say I see them being the frequently looking for event women. That's just not them.
Saturday, then they go to church and wash away their sins.
Now the church part, yeah, you got me.
After they went to church and got baptized. But during that whole week, they're always out somewhere. They're always with one of their homegirls. They make sure to never be home alone. And when they are home alone, guess who's there? Fred, Ted, Trayvon, Christopher, Donovan. It's a nigga there banging their back out, blowing their back out 7 days a week. They for sure make sure they're never there lonely. There's no such thing as a female.
Okay, now if that's what he meant originally, then I do agree with that. Most girls are making sure that they're not at home alone. Like that's not some shit. Most girls that I knew, like when I was like dating more frequently, I guess you say, like if they like a stripper or do OnlyFans or some shit, they got a dog in the house. That way they don't have to have a nigga around, but they got something that feels that vibe. Or if they got a close brother cousin relationship, usually they brother or they cousin be around all the time. So other than the sexual shit, it cover all the boyfriend shit, like oh he gonna love me, he gonna open doors, he gonna close doors, he gonna pump gas, it cover all the boyfriend checklist and stuff. But then you don't have to be physical with this person. So it's the same general principle.
Empty nester, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They might live alone, but trust me, they're not alone.
So you feel like women can embrace being alone?
I think even when they are, they get cats. I think it's like dogs.
So you know what I just said earlier, right?
Yeah. Just like when women finally become empty nesters, because I feel like when women become empty nesters, it's hard for them to let go. Like I think they can't even fathom just like, oh my God, my kids are adults now. They've been such of a mother for so long, they don't even know how to conduct themselves outside of being a mom.
I don't want to say it's necessarily being a mother so long. I think it's a mental illness to a degree of the attachment that they have. Is most of them the ones that look at their kids like their boyfriends.
Oh,
so I think a lot of that
or somebody that they can control and shit like that. I agree with that. I say like I've seen it happening to somebody else, and then I can say in my situation it went through more with my aunt, because I remember telling her that she wasn't my mom, and that was like that was the big thing that set us down, not being close no more. Keep it a buck. That day I remember that shit. I remember her getting mad, like, I'm not your mama. And really laying it into me that I'm not your mama. I remember that shit so vividly. She was on my head. Like, she did not feel that shit. But, like, that's how she kind of was. She let me work. But it'd be an argument. Like, you don't need to be working. You could be at the house, blah, blah, blah. But really, she trying to stretch out her years with you as, like, a young man. Not really like help. It's not really gonna help you in the future, because what's gonna help you in the future is having some bread stacked up. That way you can go do what you do when you get in this world. Or like, you know, some parents, you know, save up for college and shit. Like they make sure you got a little lump in your pocket before you dip, because it's better for your future. A lot of parents will stop you from doing a bunch of shit. That way they can hold on to them years of you being young for like longer and longer, and that just ain't the thing no more. Like I said, I went through it with my aunt, but I've seen other people go through it in their situations with whoever the person is doing it to do them, and it'd be the same shit generally. Like, to a degree, you could say it's a mental illness, but if you go to the library and check out the mental illness book, that motherfucker is thick. So there's all types of different things people be going through, and like being overly attached to your kids, I wouldn't say is a bad thing unless it limits what they're gonna be in the future. You know what I'm saying?
So when he leaves and goes off to college, instead of being like a normal fucking parent, that's what you raise your kid to become and be happy for it. I think they feel like, I don't know, like they're missing something now. Or unless they feel like they're no longer serving their purpose.
Or their daughter become their sister.
So let me ask you
that
this.
too. But I will say the purpose thing is the biggest thing, because nobody wants to feel like their purpose is gone. So if you feel like you're not doing nothing really else in life, but you feel like what you brought to this world is your children. Now, I don't think everybody feel that way 100%, but just going off of what he said, if you feel like your children was like what you do for this world and stuff like that, them being gone is going to make you feel empty. Like it is, because that's what you feel like is your contribution to the world, is taking care of this person or making sure this person's alive. After that, it's like, all right, what else am I achieving? Like, my only achievement I can get right now is making sure this nigga graduate or this nigga get a job, or just depending on what your circumstances is, making sure they survive, because that's your job as a parent. Your parent is supposed to make sure your kids are never in harm's way, period, point blank, especially if you've never done it before. Like, it's time to do it one time. Like, especially if you ain't ever did no shit like that before. It's like, at least attempt shit. But I can see it. I don't necessarily think moms or dads or whoever's doing it on purpose. I guess in this situation we talking about moms, I think it is truly a love for, and you know, I've been raising this my baby. Like I watched him grow up. I don't want him to be an adult. You see it in movies and TV shows all the time. Like a mom don't be ready for their babies to leave for real, regardless if it's time for them to leave or not, which could hinder their future. Because really, you should be lining their pockets and making sure they're able to survive on their own and can start their own life and not need you at all. But it just depends on what type of parent you're dealing with. You know what I mean?
Question for points. Do you feel like women?
I know I feel like a failure if my kids still needed me after life. You know what I'm saying? Like if I ain't doing enough,
I feel like a homegirl sisters like as they're equal when they age.
Single women, yes. Women who got a husband at home, no. Women who have a man in the house? No. Single women? Absolutely. I can't tell you how many females I follow every single day. I gotta see their motherfucking son. Every day. I gotta see their son, or I gotta see their daughter. Either their son turning into a man, all the dates they would normally be on with a man. They're there taking their son, showering their son. All the hiking trips, all the malls, shopping sprees,
now,
Starbucks.
One thing I will say is I do agree with that, because like, all right, I go. My mom would have me go grocery shopping with her and stuff like that. But like I lived like in-house boyfriend for like 5 years, and then I had a girlfriend that stayed at my apartment for like 2 years. You feel me? And then I had a girlfriend before that. So like all going shopping and shit like that, or going to the store and stuff like that, that's some shit I'm doing with my bitch and shit. So it's like, to me, in my mind, I'm sitting here like, man, nigga, I'm too damn old to be right here right now. Like, unless it's on a good occasion and shit like that. It's like, really, I look stupid. Like, but I don't think all moms be grasping that. Like, nigga, this shit made me look like a failure in life. Like, I'm a grown ass man. I'm not even like 17. I'm 28, walking in the store with my mama. Like, nigga, I look like a failure. Mind you, I wouldn't have walked in the store with my girlfriend unless I just need to be there to shop. Like, she would have just handled it. And that's not no sexist thing. Luckily I was blessed with somebody that I guess would spoil me when it came to those things. So like, I feel like that shit is weird. Like, I don't mind, you know what I'm saying, opening doors and taking care of doing all that stuff. But when it feels like you taking the place where somebody else should definitely be right now, like, and I can name a nigga that should be doing this right now, like, you feel me? It do kind of make you feel like, what the fuck?
wherever they going, they make sure their son is there as if this is their man. Even the pictures they take be kind of provocative. I done seen women twerking with their sons. Like, you bitches there in borderline pedophiles, the way they be treating their sons. Or on the flip side, they turn their daughter into their homegirl. I done seen women sexualize their own daughter. She 12, 13, but she built like she's 17. And her mom is dressing her the way she dressed on Saturday night.
Like the aloe,
so mom might have champagne, and then she got fake champagne for the daughter, already breeding her to get ready to go to brunch.
They doing boomerang cheers. Do you feel like? Because I feel like sometimes women they kind of baby their children, especially their boys. They're a single mom. They typically baby their boys so much where they make them where they're so codependent on their mom that they can't even go out on their own.
Now I'm gonna cut it off right there just because I don't think I put enough memory. But what he is gonna say or whatever is like sometimes moms make their son somebody that they wouldn't even date. And I've said this to girls that I didn't fucked with before, cause I ain't like a little ass kid. You feel me? Like I'm old enough that I done dated hella girls with kids and shit like that. And I'm like, nigga, you know, back in the day, they used to, on old shows, a mom would put their kid in a motherfucking Navy uniform and be like, he's so cute and shit like that, knowing damn well she not hollering at no nigga just walking up in no motherfucking Navy uniform and shit like that. It's just not happening. It makes no sense. Like, I used to say that to my Aunt Sherry and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, you dressing me as like you would think. How would you would hope a young woman would approve of a man that looks like this, but it's like in our day and age, it was nappy hair with the haircut. You feel me? Like, really, you put me back because you just assume that women of our age think the same way as women of your age, and that's just not cool. Like, you putting opinions on shit that you don't even understand. You can't speak for the girls of today's era. You can't. But you will anyway. Like, you just have the voice of all women, and that's usually what fuck up a kid, I think. You know what I'm saying? But then again, who am I as always? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a nigga talking, but I appreciate y'all watching. You know, I say it every time and shit like that, but a nigga don't be very happy, and sometimes this the only thing I be enjoying and shit like that. Like, this really a thing I enjoy. Like, if you've been subscribed to me for these last 6 years, I appreciate you. For 6 years, this is what I've done to keep myself entertained, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't say entertained out of enjoyment. Most people do shit for money. I ain't even got paid yet, for real. Like, and I do this shit anyways because I love it. But go ahead and continue to like, subscribe, and share. Continue to fuck with me. I fuck with y'all. Appreciate you. Bye.